Next to the 30 on the copy.
Oh, yeah.
There's a paper on there. It says it on paper.
No.
Yeah.
All right, here's what I need you to do on the back of that page. On the back of that page. These are multiplication and division, just kind of while we come by and get those of you who haven't been able to submit. Just do these on the back, and I'll slide it down. There will be 10. No calculator, please. Just to kind of have a little reminder.
I turn these in.
Okay. Do you have Christian Taylor's? Does it show up?
No.
No? Okay.
Should I get enough?
No.
Yeah.
I don't have anything for Christian.
No, this one was turned in on. Oh, I went on both of them and changed the name, that's why it says that, but I turned it in yesterday.
Okay. Alright, you would have issues. Maybe that's where we have, maybe with the Android, we're having issues with a space in the name to check. You don't actually submit it. Make sure we mark Christian Taylor's having both done.
Should I just like turn it in like these like paper?
Like, you're good for that.
Okay.
We're gonna have to figure out how to get around that.
Okay. Okay, so last year when we did
Yeah,
the online stuff,
Mhm.
I went on this canvas and hit submit and then take a picture and I can send it back to you.
That's kind of, that'll work for now. We're gonna have to figure out something else. Because the picture doesn't, this can be hard to work with more than one file. All right, hopefully you're at least through number 4, and then these will be the last ones. Now, you got some multiple numbers there. Multiple numbers, since you need to write some things down, that's fine to start with number 10.
Okay.
Awesome.
You tried to upload them? I have my phone, I don't think I have like that.
What's that? Yeah, we gotta find a workaround for Androids.
What's the issue on those?
They won't load. I'm not sure why.
It won't load.
They won't upload.
Huh.
They can't scan it for that one. All right, I'll leave that. Christian.
I'm not sure what we need to do. Times 35.
Remember how to find old days?
We should do that.
Not by 35.
Really? All right.
Evan said he uses Google Drive. He uses Google Drive.
Yes, and that's another way we're gonna do it. You use Google Drive? All right, we'll have to show everybody that
On
Google Drive.
Android.
You wanna get,
Number 10.
Yeah.
multiply. So number 5. We'll read multiplication. No, not at all. Yes. Okay, well, we're getting to you're gonna have to take this first one without you know, you got 8, 7, you can write them out, you can write out 8, 7, like that, or you can write out 7, 8. What's the other way?
I don't even
The
know.
other way, that's memorized.
I don't know.
What number? Make sure you number these. I have no idea where you're at.
I think at number 2, because I was doing like 3, 5, 7,
Okay.
9.
We'll go back.
Because that's how it was on the
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Take a look at them.
I don't even know what 8 times 6 is. What's the
All right, let's go over these here. And like I said, this first quiz, it is no calculator, and I know like sometimes you're having some issues with your multiplication tables, and this is gonna be a good review. After that, you can use your calculator for that. But, you know, I wanna see where everybody's at on this first one. -8 times 4, negative times a positive. -32. Okay, -32. Number 2, Christian, what do you think? -18 divided by -3.
6.
6 is correct. +6. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. 3, 6 times -5. Yes, sir. -30. Number 4, -28 divided by 7. Preston, what do you think? -4. Make sure you put a negative in front of there. And negative, all right, now sevens always are an issue. 7, Connor, you know what -8 times -7 is? 56 is correct, good. And Zachary, how about 36 divided by -4? -9. All right, now we get into more than just 2 numbers. And I'm just gonna go step by step. I'm not gonna try and rush anything. 2 times -5 is -10. And that's -10 times -3 is gonna be +30. And we talked about this earlier. If you have an even number of signs, you're gonna have a positive answer. If you have an even number of signs, you're gonna have a positive answer. So for number 8, should my answer be positive or negative when I'm done? Christian?
Positive.
Should be positive. -4 times -2 is +8. And now we're back to like the number 5, 8 times 7. So it's going to be 56. Okay, number 9 and 10. Now we throw 4 numbers in there. All right, how many negative signs do I have for this one? I have 4. So my answer should be, Christian, positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. You can worry, you don't even need to worry about that at this. I mean, if you know it's going to be positive, you can just do your work, or you can go step by step and keep the negatives in there. That's fine, because -2 times -4 is 8. Hold on here. -8 times -3 is -24. And -24 times 5. Now, you might have to go old school multiplication. Remember how to do that? What is 24 times 5. Woo, remember we're doing that?
120.
It will be 120 because you did 4 times 5, which is 20. We put the 2 up here, and 2 times 5 is 10, and we add the 2, we get 120. Okay? For this one test, you may have to do that. Okay, you may have to. I got 1, 2, 3 signs that are negative, numbers that are negative, so the answer should be negative. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Negative 8 times 5 is positive 40. And now 40 times negative 7. A little trick here, if you got a 40, really you just need to multiply 4 times 7. What's 4 times 7? 28. Tack on what? 0. 280. Negative 280. Negative 280. Okay. All right, we will.
Wait, let's go back.
To what?
Top. I got it.
Okay. We're going to get to, Mr. Schroeder's going to look over your work here in a little bit. Here's what I actually want you to do, is I want you to get back out your notes from yesterday. Your notes from yesterday. Now I'm going to give you the notes for today, but don't worry about those yet. I do want you to physically get out your notes from yesterday, not the homework. The guided notes from yesterday. The guided notes from yesterday. Holy cow, we're gonna have to work on your organization.
Right? I just like throw everything in my.
You're allowed to have folders.
Yeah, I know. We need a food.
That's why you need to.
I have three in my bag.
It actually says the notes from yesterday goes to yesterday.
That's your science.
Yeah, it's not that. You just asked me what quarter.
No, Chief, it's this one.
He just told me.
Like that.
I didn't find that out. He said from for 26. See, I knew I had it out.
Oh, right? This is the new one, Dave. What? This is the new one.
No, this. I did flowers all over mine. No, this. Oh, right. It's from yesterday.
That's literally the only one I have.
Okay, thanks.
That's the only one I have.
I swear it was like spotless. Let him
Bro, okay, I found it. Thank you.
Okay, let's pay attention to that.
It was just, was it package?
We're checking our homework.
First week.
You get to dive in our back.
Hey, I got some grades in
That's your
Canvas.
science. That's your social studies.
You can do like a small grade. but-
Actually,
It looks good.
I'm just telling you.
We got that. We don't, I got it.
That's
No, all I need is check it out.
It's still saying.
Oh, 1.2. No, and then right there. That's the
Okay.
one.
Hey, all right. Yeah, actually, it should say day 2 on there. From yesterday, I'm kind of going backwards. I'm just trying to organize some things. I just want to hit this again. I want to hit this again because some of you said you're having a few issues with me, Mr. Sir. If we get time, we're going to split you up a little bit to go over a little bit more. And then I said, some people for positive and negative numbers, it just clicks and you just get it and you just roll with it. And some people it just takes 2 or 3 times to see it before it clicks. If it clicks for you, be willing to help somebody. We're going to go over the algebra rules. You can use a number line. That is always great. to kind of double check, but you want to get to the point where you can use the rules. And now we're always going to, at this point, put an addition sign and kind of go from there. If they have the same sign, okay, and this is on your notes from yesterday, right? What's it tell you to do? It says to add the numbers, keep the common sign. When it says same sign, that's always when we have a plus between there. So you got to understand, -3 plus -7, they have the same sign. You add those numbers together, you keep the same sign. So that's like starting at -3 and going to the last 7, you're going to end up at -10. So like that needs, the number line needs to make sense with your answer. -8 plus -4. We would again say they have the same sign. So -8 plus -4, you add them together, you keep the sign. And we talked about this yesterday, and Mr. Schler talked about it as well. Don't forget, just good old fashioned, you're adding 6 plus 9. Don't start messing that up. That's just good 15. Add them together, and you technically keep the same sign.
If you remember yesterday, Mr. Gildup said, like, on these ones, -3 plus -7, all right, it's like I owe Zach $3, and I also owe Mr. D-Lap $7, okay? I owe a lot of money right now, okay? So I can't get back to above $0 if I owe money to people, all right? I'm really in the hole now, okay? So if I'm owing money here, I'm owing money here, the absolute value here is going to get larger. Okay, I'm getting further from 0.
So, and make sure that stays negative. Think about temperature. If it's -3 degrees out and it drops another 7 degrees, it gets colder. It gets colder. Now, those are the same signs. That means that these are both negative or both positive, separated by that plus sign. What if they are different signs? What do the directions say to do if they're different signs? Okay, and that would be that next one. Okay, what's it tell us?
The absolute values,
What about the absolute values?
the smaller number is what. Yeah, the given sign of the bigger number is all the answer.
Yep, and what do we do with the two numbers? Do we add them or subtract them?
Add them.
We gotta watch bigger number minus smaller number. So basically you ignore the signs, you take the bigger number minus a smaller number, and then you take the sign of the bigger number. Right now we still have a plus. So this is 6 plus -4. One's positive, one's negative. Just subtract 6 minus 4. 2. Bigger number's the positive number, so it's +2. That's how we get that. I got a negative number. This is a positive number. Morgan, what am I going to do?
You add 7. You subtract 7 minus 3.
Which gives me what?
-4.
Gives you 4, and then you make it negative. Okay, and then you make it negative. Now you can do it all in one step, but that's what's going on. 9 plus -15. I'm going to take 15 minus 9, which is 6, and then I'm going to tack on the final answer. So, Faith, is it going to be positive or negative?
Negative.
So it'll be negative because the 15 is negative, and that's bigger than the 9. Okay? So that would be the case. So if it's at 9 degrees out and it drops 15 degrees, well, we're going to end up at -6. So that's when we got a plus. Now, what if there is no positive? It's just a minus sign. We are going to add the opposite. And I'm going to suggest, like, if this is not, like, if you're just a little bit shaky on this, that you actually do this and write it out. So instead of making this a minus, keep, change, flip. Mr. Schler said the 10, we keep it. Change that to a what? Plus, and then we flip. Now you got to understand what the actual sign is of the number behind it. So you got to think of this as, that's a positive 17. So we flip it to what? -17. So 10 plus -17. Now we use our other rules. I got a positive and a negative. I take 17 minus 10 is 7. The bigger number is negative. Okay, so that would be my answer. -5, -8 plus, okay, that's a +5, so I make it a -5. Are they different signs or the same signs? Same, which gives me what? -13. Now, if you can look at this and you say, yeah, I know that's -13, then you don't have to rewrite it. But if you gotta know yourself, if you're having issues, rewrite it. Now, this was killing people, right, Mr. Schler, on the homework?
Yes, these double negatives were a struggle.
Change the minus to a plus. Keep the first one, which is -3, change the minus to a plus, and flip the -15 to a what? +15. I don't need to write, you can write +15, but you don't have to, it just becomes that. Those two negatives together become a plus. I got a negative and a positive, I subtract, bigger minus smaller, 15 minus 3 is 12. And is the bigger one positive or the bigger one negative? Bigger one's positive, so we can do that. All right, I wanted to hit that again with your rules. I wanted to hit that again with your rules. Now, on the sheet I gave you, which is today's notes, let's go through those. Let's go through those right now. And first of all, and keep that other one out so that you can refer to it. On this one. Okay, now we're gonna do these together. Okay, let's see here, hold on, I gotta get to know some people. Hanan, how you doing? Doing good? Okay, what do you think's gonna happen here? Do you know what the answer is, or can you tell me how we go about this? Not -8. Okay, now here's what's going on. As long as we got a plus, are these the same sign or are they different signs? Different. So what do you do? What did we just say we do if they're different signs? Do you add them or subtract them? Different signs we subtract. So just ignore the signs, take the bigger number minus the smaller number. What's 5 minus 3? 2. And take the sign of the larger number, which is negative. So that's -2. So here's what you got to watch. A lot of times you just say, oh, I got 5 plus 3. That's 8. But you got -5 plus 3. Different signs. Different signs subtract. Okay?
When we subtract, it's just big minus small. Big minus small.
Josh. Okay? How about number 2 there? What do you think?
You just add the negatives.
And what's it give me?
-11.
Okay, they are the same sign. You have a plus in there. You make it -11. Boom, done. Okay, good. All right, number 12. I'm going to do this for a little while here until we get comfortable. I got a minus sign. I'm going to rewrite everything with a plus. So I'm going to rewrite this as 12 plus -15 till we get a little bit more comfortable. Zane, what do you think, Zane? All right, let's identify. Are they the same in terms of their signs, or are they different? They're different. So what did we say you do if they are different? Subtract. Now ignore, take the bigger number, just drop all that signs. The bigger number is 15, right?
Right.
The smaller number is 12. Subtract those. What's 15 minus 12?
3.
Which one has take the sign of the bigger number? So should it be negative or positive?
Negative.
There we go. Good. All right, Caitlin, number 4. What do you think?
It's 5.
Positive 5?
Yeah.
Okay, she's right. Those are different signs, so you subtract. 13 minus 8 is 5. 13 is bigger than 8. Answer is 5. Perfect.
Turn to the next one.
Can you do the next one, which is, double negative. Okay. What are you going to tell me to do?
Keep the 5.
Okay.
Change the minus to a plus, and then flip the -7 to a +7.
Okay, so I just make it 7, and what's my answer? 12. 12, good. I'm going to tell you for number 6. Rewrite it. So 16 minus 21. If I got a minus, I'm going to make it a plus, and I'm going to add the opposite of 21, which is -21. All right, so from here, Connor, what do you think? Do I add or subtract those numbers?
You subtract,
Okay, and what does that give me?
-5.
Good, final answer is -5 because that's the sign of the higher number. All right, good. All right, I agree with that. I agree with that. All right, just do the first 5. Do the first, now that's going right down that column. Do me a favor. And if there's a minus, you want to rewrite it. So for this one, I'm rewriting this as 6 plus +4. 6 plus +4. All right, Brett, what do you think for number 1 there?
10.
+10. +10. All right, good. Jada, as you take a look at number 2, what do you think?
Who's the best person?
Are they the same sign or different signs? Different. And all right, why did I erase it? And for different signs, what did I say we do? We're gonna subtract. Okay, so you're gonna subtract. So you're really gonna take 8 minus 3. All right, and then what do you think? 5. And then this bigger one's positive, so it's gonna be positive. All right, good. Joe, how about number 3? Got that far? All right, just help me out for one step. Are they the same or different? They're different. So Allie, since they're different, what are we gonna do? Add or subtract? And what do you think the answer is? 6, good. So you're gonna take 14 minus 8, and the answer is positive. Okay. Christian, what about for number 4?
-7.
They're both the same sign. So you add them together, keep the sign. Good. Preston, rewrite this as -8 plus that 6 becomes a -6. What do you think our answer becomes?
-14.
-14. All right, check your answers. Double check those, make sure they match up. Make sure they match up. All right, let's kind of keep going here. We'll do these together. 6. Austin. Ooh, do I need to rewrite it? Yes. So how am I gonna rewrite it? What should it look like?
-12 plus -3.
Good. -12 plus -3. Same sign or different?
Same.
So what's my answer gonna be?
15.
Good. -15. Yep. Add those together. Jalen. You with me?
Who, me?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. I rewrite this. How do I rewrite this?
10 plus
10 plus, now that's a 16. We got to change the sign to a
minus.
-16. All right, so you got 10 plus -16. All right, are those the same sign or different? Different. So do I add or subtract? What's it going to give me?
6.
And which sign's higher, the positive one or the negative one? -6. All right. 11 minus -5. All right, we've got to rewrite that. Faith, what am I going to rewrite that as?
11 plus 5.
Good. What's that give me?
16.
Got it. -10 plus 14. Amanda, what do you think? Okay. And what's my answer going to be?
4.
Good, +4. And Brett, how about this last one? How do I rewrite that?
change the -2 plus and flip the 7,
And my answer will be?
-1.
Very good. All right, very good. All right, now I feel better. I hope you feel better. I sense that you did a little bit better on that. So those are the answers. All right, we're gonna give you something to practice that has both of them. Hey, listen to me or you'll screw this up. Only do the front. Now you gotta look because each problem's a little bit different because the first one's division. Second one's multiplication, but then the next line is a subtraction. So you have multiplication and addition and subtraction. So only do the front, okay, which is 1 through 39. Okay, don't worry about the back. So do the front only. Okay, don't screw that up or we'll have to take off points for not listening.